An update tonight on damage done to veterans' graves at a Billings cemetery. A police investigation of a rollover crash into Mount View Cemetery has led to citations for reckless driving, leaving the scene of an accident, and failure to report an accident. The driver was the only one in the vehicle and was not injured. That crash damaged more than 24 headstones, which the VA will replace as quickly as possible. Q2's David J. has more.
It was kind of multiple rows that were damaged, and so some as old as the early 1960s up into the 1970s, so it was a pretty broad range. It represented veterans who served as far back as World War I all the way up to the Vietnam War. You know, it was kind of heartbreaking, especially because of the veteran stones, just to come in and see all the pieces. You know, some of them were just severely damaged in multiple pieces and kind of strewn throughout the area, so it was just, I can't really describe the initial feeling. It was just a lot of shock and sadness.
Chris Waite, Mount View Cemetery supervisor, says the initial thought was 32 stones were damaged, but it turns out that 3 were under a tree, so actually 29 need replacing.
We kind of contacted the Veterans Administration. We had a lot of community partners help us, advocate for our situation. They were very concerned just because of the volume of damage.
When word got out about the broken tombstones, the cemetery started receiving phone calls from all over the country.
Especially for those not living in the area who couldn't check on the stones themselves. We fielded a lot of calls from as far as Florida from people asking if it was their family members' stones that were damaged.
And calls came in from people wanting to help.
We just had numbers of calls for people asking if they could help donate to replace them or, coming and offering to help clean up. I think our community has a really great sense of appreciation for our veterans, and because it was the veteran stones, we had a great response.
There is a chance the stones will not be replaced in time for Veterans Day.
We're really hitting that window where it's almost too cold for us to do stone installations. A lot of that slows down October, November. So if they arrive before that, there might be a chance to get them in, but it'll be difficult.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Thanks, David. And Waite says there is no cost to the cemetery for the headstone since the VA is paying for the replacements. He says estimates have not come back for other damages, such as the entrance sign and tree.